Howdy, my name is Alvaro Garcia, and my team's project and I was to write a proposal to the University of A&M and propose a project that would nonetheless benefit the environment in some way or another. So what we decided on doing was hand dryers. So we noticed that a lot of times in the restrooms, hand paper towels are excessive, overflowing the trash, and we thought, what better way to eliminate that mess and to save some trees than to install air hand dryers. This would not only waste less trees by eliminating the use of paper towels, but also save energy and cost. In the US, we currently use more than 13 billion pounds of paper towels each year, and that number is growing steadily. This equals more than 3,000 tons of paper towel waste in the US alone. Globally, discarded paper towels result in 254 million tons of trash every year. And this is from the Cottage Care and Economics Journal, posted in 2007. So our project planning was basically collecting as much data and research as we could and writing a proposal where the pros and cons were discussed and the different ways the school will be benefited economically and from an environmental perspective. And my team and I, we worked collectively through a Google Drive where we submitted a bunch of information, a bunch of articles, and from this we created a proposal that we all agreed and submitted to the university. So this is another fact just to ponder over as we continue the presentation. As many as 51,000 trees per day are required to replace the number of paper towels that are discarded every year. So, cute dog. So as the proposal was written, advocating for air dryers, presenting factual information, and highlighting the benefits of making the switch, the proposal was presented to the university. By the time they have seen it, they would have evaluated and decided if our claims were valid and enough to get them to grant us the money to pay someone to install new air dryers. In terms of getting all the information and building a robust foundation, my team worked via a Google Drive. Yes. And through this, we achieved our common goal. One of our group members worked out the numbers and what it would cost to install air dryers in just Evans Library. Overall, the total cost would be $3,150. This would cover the cost of 7 hand dryers, including the cost of labor and shipping. This is a small price to pay for the health of our environment. Due to the fact that the university is constantly busy, it is taking some time to hear back from the proposal. However, my team and I are optimistic it will at least get the ball rolling on A&M changing some of their ways to help the environment. Till then, the research has optimized our perspective and continue to advocate for changes at A&M, knowing the various ways and benefits of switch to an alternative ways that will yield results helping the earth. And one of the reasons my team and I decided to just focus on Evans Library was because we thought it would most likely get accepted by the university instead of we try to advocate for the whole university, because that would cost a lot of money. So what better way to dip our toes into the project than focusing on one building and see how that would benefit the environment, and we could potentially make a study research of it and then advocate for the whole university. We'll talk about the future plans after making this project. Definitely more will be coming in terms of expansion. Evans Library was only testing the water to what could be an entire campus. My team and I have taken into consideration the cost that it will take to replace paper towels with hand dryers. But progressively, we hope that it will soon change the university's perspective on the positive attributes that will occur. Other possible changes that were thrown in the conversation between my team and I were the replacement of plastic straws and utensils with eco-friendly ones that could do the same as the hand dryers, help the environment avoid unnecessary pollution and waste of energy. So, to make 1 ton of paper towels, 17 trees and 20,000 gallons of water are polluted. In the US alone, we are currently using more than 13 billion pounds of paper towels each year, and that number is growing steadily. This equals more than 30,000 tons of paper towels wasted in the US alone. Lastly, a statement from Samath Subramanian. She quoted the chairman of the European Tissue Symposium. So he had to say this. Ecologically, too, the hand dryer is a wiser choice. Even a recycled paper towel was at some point a slice of tree pulp, and after being used in the restroom, it is impossible to recycle further. So, with that being said, this concludes my presentation, and I hope um, you guys learned a little bit about how replacing paper towels with hand dryers will ultimately benefit the earth by reducing the amount of trees we use to supply them. And being in a big school, it will definitely make a change.